It's a group of creative, energetic people who really want to do something for other people.
I look at the Peace Council as a cool version of the Ad Council.
They give a small nonprofit like the Texas Freedom Network access to the kind of professional, creative minds that we would never have otherwise.
Peace Council is kind of like using our powers for good rather than for evil, because everybody knows the power of marketing and branding and advertising for persuasion.
It's really nice to have that sort of charity given back to us so that we can in turn help more kids.
If you put the same amount of energy to focusing on causes that need help, what kind of change could be made in this world?
We know how to move an idea or an agenda in the political forum, but the Peace Council knows how to sell an idea to the general public. That kind of expertise is invaluable, and we would never have access to it without the help of the Peace Council.
I actually became involved with Peace Council back. I had a nonprofit called the Heritage Council here in Austin, and the Heritage Council is responsible for the Martin Luther King celebration every year that Austin puts on.
I got to meet the two wonderful men that I think are the primary forces within the Peace Council probably about two and a half years ago.
I'm a senior editor at Texas Monthly Magazine, but I'm also on the board of the Children's Advocacy Center, and that was how I became associated with the Peace Council.
We were really struggling with probably the most unpopular issue that anybody could struggle with, and that's child abuse. Specifically, the sexual abuse of a child or the serious physical injury of a child.
Through a series of events, the Peace Council board members became aware of the issue of politically motivated textbook censorship in Texas, which really affects the whole country.
We're a dropout prevention agency, and 95% of the kids that we work with stay in school. We've got a very high success rate. Ultimately, everything, any kind of PR that we do is to raise awareness and thus increase support, because the more support we have, the more children we can help.
Nonprofits already have a tough job. It makes their job easier.
The fact of the matter is, most Americans form their opinions based on the advertising messages that they're hit with. We had no access to that forum without the Peace Council.
We have no budget, especially in the economy we're in right now. We just don't have the money to do big advertising projects. But one of the ways we raise money for our organization is through awareness.
Brent called me and showed me some print work they'd done on landmines and said, you know, did I want to get involved? We were going to try to make a spot. And so I said, yeah, and we knocked around some ideas and came up with Whole. It was just amazing. It was done for nothing on Super 8 and really simple and compelling. And at the end of the day, it's the stuff that's nice to take home with you. It's great work.
They took the time to really learn about the Children's Advocacy Center, find out what our challenges were in communicating how difficult the issue of abuse and neglect for children is.
The awesome creative that these guys do, I mean, it just really kind of just like smacks you in the forehead. You're like, wow, you know, I hadn't even thought about it that way. I hadn't even looked at it in that way.
Anytime I see one of their ads, I get the same reaction that people apparently got from ours. I just get goosebumps. And I sort of feel like I don't ever want to get to the spot where I'm not moved by these things and these issues that I care about.
It's good to have the help of professionals and people who care about our mission and really take it to heart and want to spread that message and are so incredibly capable of doing it. We've been very grateful to have their help.
I was a director on one of the Peace Council spots, which I think we call Power Lock. I think a lot of people, when they see that spot, they take for granted like a common occurrence that happens every day.
And the guy just kind of standing on the corner looks over and you can just kind of see the hurt in his eyes. Just all he's doing is standing on the corner. So that was one of the most powerful pieces that the group has done.
You can't just victimize somebody with a spot. The spot's got to have, a clever idea to it.
They were able to tell our story in a way that got people thinking and talking about an issue for whom there really is no constituency.
Nothing happens until, you get in the spotlight. The dollars don't come, the corporate sponsorships doesn't come, the volunteers don't come, the research doesn't come until people know about it. Peace Council is able to be that floodlight to say, hey, here's people that are doing something really good, and here are ways that you can help that organization.
I've never been a part of anything that got such a response.
For creative professionals who want to change the world and not just change buying habits, the Peace Council is a dream opportunity.